Very recently, I attended the Tiger Survey launch during Global Tiger Day on 29 July. Interestingly, the survey revealed an increase in tigers in Bhutan from 103 in 2015 to 131 in 2023, which is great news. Now, why is this number important and why is tiger conservation something that you need to pay attention to? Here's why. Bhutan is one of the world's richest biodiversity hotspots, with diverse ecosystems ranging from subtropical forests in the south to alpine habitats in the north. Tigers play a key role in maintaining the ecological balance of these diverse landscapes by regulating prey populations and supporting healthy forests. Tigers are also an umbrella species, meaning their conservation efforts benefit a wide range of other endangered species sharing their habitat. By protecting tiger habitats, Bhutan contributes to the preservation of many other rare and threatened wildlife species. It's not as prominent, but tigers hold immense cultural and spiritual significance in our society. They are considered a symbol of power, strength, and protection, and their presence is deeply ingrained in Bhutan's cultural heritage. Our commitment to wildlife conservation goes in line with what we stand for as a GNH nation, a kingdom that protects its environment and our biodiversity.
I think Bhutan is a beacon of hope for the other tiger range countries, that if there is political will and support, at the same time a committed farmers and hardworking rangers, and that we can do things together. And I think what Bhutan has been able to do over the last 10 or so years is quite magical, actually. In fact, we do not have a lot of resources at our disposal. Conservation takes a lot of resources, a lot of efforts, but despite all these challenges, Bhutan has been successful in conserving our tigers. So I think if the story and the message that we wanted the outside world to know is that, we are a small country, but we do
We do our part really well.
Yes, so we do our part very well and in a grand way. So I think what we had been able to achieve for the last 10 years is quite remarkable.
Bhutan has played a key role in many conservation efforts around tigers for years, and this event was also a reminder for me personally on how everyday people like you and I can rethink how we look at conservation. I'm not proud of how careless I've been with such issues before. I've paid money and visited zoos to see tigers. I've photographed tiger rugs for fashion shoots. But over the years, my travels have brought me closer to so many stories around sustainability, conservation, environment, and allowed me to interact with the experts and people behind them. So today I feel at least I have a little bit more of a sense of purpose with these issues. So maybe as civilians, we can take such events and projects as opportunities to understand these causes better. And the more we understand these projects, the more we understand our own country. But besides tiger conservation, there was also another thing that made me think during the event. Over the years, I've also met countless farmers and semi-nomads who are constant victims to these looming predators. I've heard stories of how many farmers have lost countless cattle to tigers, and the one issue has always been compensation. These farmers are entitled to apply and get compensation, but often the process is very tedious and time-consuming, and most of these farmers do not have the time and energy to follow the due process. And the one thing that also interested me about the event was also the announcement of the Tiger Sustainability Plan that is around the financing and compensation that will go to these farmers and communities. So I'm very interested to see how such concerns will also be looked at in the long run, so that even the communities participate in the conservation. At the moment, many feel that they're not really part of the dialogue, and if you talk about tiger conservation to a lot of these communities, it can be a bit of a turn-off. Besides this, there's so much about understanding tiger conservation that teaches us about Bhutan. It's the story of our natural landscape, the people, the individuals, especially the rangers behind the survey. Well, if you want to know more about tiger conservation, please watch the documentary on YouTube, Tigers of the Dragon Kingdom. It's by filmmaker Sonam Phunso, supported by UNDP Bhutan, and I think it's one of the most stunning and interesting showcases of the work that went behind the survey. It's absolutely breathtaking. The Tiger Launch Survey definitely piqued my interest around this topic. I hope this has helped garner your attention to tiger conservation and similar projects in the future. Stay tuned for more content coming to you from eGetaway. Until next time, bye.